I just wanted to talk about the topic of faith, bro. You know, it's something I was just thinking about because I was just doing a little research earlier about the 7 spiritual laws of success. So I was just checking it out, in terms of things that I resonate with, trying to make sense of my situation as well. Because the path I've been taking, it's a lonely road, bro. Like nobody has done this shit before. I feel like I'm the first person to take this route amongst everybody around me. So that's why it might seem scary sometimes just to be on this road where you don't even know if you're gonna get results. You don't know if things are gonna work out in the best way, but then I keep moving with faith, bro. Like that's the only thing that keeps me going every day, just knowing that I'm gonna get close to achieving whatever I wanna achieve, regardless of how long it takes, bro. But then you have other things out there that's gonna make you want to consider giving up in terms of everything that's around us that's guiding us today. We live in a certain environment that we gotta follow. We gotta, fine tune ourselves to be able to achieve whatever we wanna achieve while still adhering to what's existing already. But then the way I'm choosing to handle it, bro, I'm just doing it and from a point of all or nothing, bro. I had to sacrifice everything, bro. And just me doing that, I've been through a lot of, doubts, fear, anxiety, clowning, just things like that. And I just understood that this is the road I wanted to take. I became very, very dedicated to it to the point where I'm very consistent every day. I try to show up every day as much as I can, bro. Is it posting content? Bro, I didn't even realize I had the potential in me to keep posting content like this, bro. But then just the fact that life redirected me in this way in order to change my destiny. I always felt like I was gonna choose a certain path, and if I don't choose that path, I'll choose another path similar to that situation. But then life just redirected me in a whole, bro, life gave me a 360, bro, that I had to do something I never even thought about doing in my life, bro, like, which is creating content and just making videos. Bro, I never saw myself doing this, bro. Like, I never saw myself, but then just the fact that I started getting inspiration daily, I started believing in myself more, and now I feel like that creativity has been channeled from every other aspects of my life into this direction now that I can literally just wake up and I have ideas and execute it immediately. I got this idea and I was just thinking about writing it down, but then I just decided to record it and put it out there because why just have these thoughts and just write it down and keep it to myself, and I could share it as well, and whoever that resonates with it could resonate with it. Whenever you're trying to accomplish your goals, man, you gotta be prepared, bro. Like, you gotta get ready. It's a matter of life and death, bro. Real shit. Bro, you don't know where this road is gonna take you, bro. It's very, very uncertain, bro. For real, because you wake up every day, you feel like today might be the day. Today goes, you don't accomplish nothing. You wake up tomorrow again, today might be the day. You don't accomplish nothing. You gotta keep going. So that's the way I've been living life these days, bro. And everything has been trying to bring me back to reality to keep me grounded. Because to be on this path, you gotta be delusional, bro. I'm not saying delusion from a very, very negative perspective. I'm saying from a point of view of me just believing in myself and knowing that everything is gonna work out. And I've been put in situations where it's facilitating this growth, bro. Like, bro, the way things played out or the way things happened in the past till now, bro, I don't understand. But then looking at it from another perspective, I'm starting to understand, like, yeah, I was guided here for a reason, bro. Everything has been all divine guidance, and I'm protected in every aspect of whatever I want to do because I have shut out everything else and just be tunnel vision and just to accomplish the goal. And I don't know where it's gonna come from. I'm just very consistent. I'm steadfast. Every day I wake up, I believe I can do it. I keep researching, I keep learning every day because that's the only way I can improve myself, bro. Back to what I said earlier, the 7 laws of spiritual success, the law of least effort. Bro, the law of least effort, when I got to understand it, I started realizing that is what I've been doing subconsciously, bro. Like, I didn't even understand that I've been following all the laws, everything that's been happening to me on this journey has been different phases of those laws, bro. Like the law of pure potentiality, like I recognize my potential. I know I could do certain things. I could do this. I could create art. I can motivate. I can inspire. All of that. So law of least effort is just about me being in alignment with this path and knowing that I just have to be consistent every day. I already got that belief in myself. I already know like this is the path I want to take, and just me showing up every day and believing that everything is gonna work out and just be consistent, bro. That's the only thing that's keeping me going. I still don't know where this path is gonna take me. I don't know if I'm gonna be successful regardless, bro. But then I just keep going because I didn't choose this path. This path chose me. And as cliche as that sounds, it is what it is, bro. This path chose me. Because I always thought I was gonna, just be a very, very famous artist. Like real shit, I thought I was gonna be a famous artist and just draw and just be out there and still believe in myself. I still believe I could do it because my potential is limitless. I could do whatever I put my mind to. So definitely it's just a redirection, and it's just another way for me to just express my creativity, because I've been doing art for a long time. So might as well just pivot a little bit and see how I can express myself again and see what happens. Bro, this path chose me, like I keep saying, bro, because I was always shy, bro. I couldn't post videos of myself online just talking, bro. I couldn't post selfies of myself. I was always very self-critical and very, very judging of myself. But at some point, life just shaped me, and now I feel very, very comfortable. And now I've been starting to realize that, bro, I've been able to do so many things. My potential is limitless, and just me believing in myself more, I'm putting myself out there more and just being very, very dynamic with the process and not really overthinking things. I just think about the ideas now and I just execute it immediately. No more procrastination, no more self-doubt. I still doubt myself some days, but then I just know that I have the ability to do it because I just know, I don't know, that just that feeling, bro, like just that feeling, bro, that strong feeling of faith, that strong belief in myself, bro. Like, I don't even understand where this shit came from, bro. I just woke up one day and I just believed in myself, bro, because I don't know, bro. I swear to God. But then I keep showing up every day. I have the right mindset. I have the right, mentality. I'm showing up. I'm doing things I need to do. I'm learning every day. I'm putting my best foot forward every day, just being consistent and doing the most and not doing the most. You feel me? So just having that switch in perspective, I already know who I am right now. Like, I could say these are my strengths and these are my weaknesses. And now I'm at a point where I don't let nobody's words get to me, because I believe I don't have control of everything going on around me. The only thing I have control over is what's going on inside. And I've already mastered like 95% of everything that's going on inside. I still learn. You still got to learn every day. You keep learning about yourself every day. But then you got to be in certain circumstances that bring out the different versions of you. You meet different people, they bring out different versions of you that you've never seen. So that's why, like, I can't really say I know myself, because when we go through certain emotions, we get to find out different aspects of ourselves. And we go through fear. Fear brings out a different aspect of you. When you go through doubts, doubt brings out a different aspects of you. When you fall in love, love brings out a different aspect of you. That's why I can't really say I know myself to the best of my abilities, because the only way I could say I've experienced love to this point, to know myself, is self-love. That's why I know that, yeah, this is the version of myself that I want to keep going with till I fall in love with somebody. Then I will know how I'm going to act. But then I know I have that stability. I know I'm grounded within myself. I know things that trigger me. I know not to let things trigger me. Just self-knowledge in general. That's the only way. They always say you can't change the world without changing yourself and all that cliche stuff. Those things actually matter a lot, because definitely those things came from somewhere. Somebody had to realize that, yeah, in order to change your external, you got to change your internal. As within, so without. As above, so below. Things like that, they actually play a very, very crucial role in determining if you're going to be successful in this life, bro. Because everything that happens in your life is all about your belief. If you believe something is going to be good for you, that's when it's going to be good. Like, it's crazy how our beliefs actually create our realities, bro. If you believe, if you stand up every day, you're going to get taller, bro. Subconsciously, bro, you're going to get you're gonna get taller. Some days you start looking taller. That's a very, very terrible example, but it's kind of the same with our beliefs in faith. If you believe you're gonna be successful, definitely you're gonna be successful, bro. So life is gonna test you. Life is like a simulation, bro. If you believe you're gonna be great, it's gonna test you. Okay, let's see how bad you really want it. Let's see how much you really believe in yourself. If we put these trials and tribulations in your front, are you really gonna keep going? Will you doubt yourself? Will you keep going? But then if you can overcome it and know that, yeah, regardless of whatever happens, this is just a test, it's just a phase for me to get through and get to that point where I'm trying to be at, bro, definitely life is gonna reward you, because it tested you. Like the fact that you believed in it and it tested you and you passed. You know, it's kind of like the law of karma and dharma. Your action determines your results. So if you're consistent and the universe keeps testing you and you keep pushing through, it's gonna reward you. But then if you believe you can do it and you get tested and you fail and you fall back into regular programming, then you were never dedicated to this path. That's how life really determines who's worth its gifts and blessings, because it can't bless everybody. You know, it's gonna get overcrowded. So that's why it has to test the strongest of people to determine if they're gonna be deserving of whatever it's gonna give us. So it's just a lot of things, man. I've just been getting to learn these days. I still don't know a lot of things. That's why I keep learning every day and try to be the best version of myself and believe that whatever I put my mind to, I can always accomplish it regardless of whatever circumstances that come up. I know I'm very dedicated. You gotta be dedicated as well. That's why you gotta wake up every day and believe you can take over the world. Like regardless of whatever you go through, bro, just wake up every day. Believe you can take over the world, lock in, chase your goals, bro. Cause bro, you see kids online these days just making millions. Bro, I see kids making millions from meme coins, bro. I'm like, bro, if they can do it as well, I definitely can do it as well too, because we all got the same 24 hours. We all got the same blood running through our veins, bro. So the fact that they did it, some people get lucky, bro. But you can't really say they get lucky because they went through their trials and tribulations as well. You don't know what they had to go through to get to that point where they had to be able to accomplish things like that. And when kids do it, it's different, because kids are just naturally enthusiastic about things, and when they get happy and when they get interested in doing things, they're always consistent, bro. They're always consistent, and they just get the reward because they don't have no doubts. They don't have nobody telling them to do something else. They don't have things trying to bring them down. They're just very, very focused on it. But then when we're adults, we have a lot of things trying to distract us. That's why we can't really focus on it. So that's one thing I've just been going to learn, that, bro, regardless of whatever, bro, you just gotta be locked in. You gotta focus. You gotta learn. You gotta keep learning every day. You gotta expand your horizon. That's the only way. You gotta evolve. Life is about creation and evolution. You create and you develop yourself. Create and you develop yourself. The more you develop yourself, the more creativity you get to be able to create and develop yourself as well. It's a cycle. That's why I just tuned into that frequency, and now I'm just going with the flow, regardless of whatever that's going on, regardless of everybody else's path, regardless of what anybody thinks. I just know we all have different paths, we all have different directions, and you just gotta know what route you want to take, and you dedicate yourself to it, man. Just keep going, man. You got this shit, bro. Just keep going.